Hello guys, my name is Leszek. This is Coach Grant and today we're gonna do press.
Kettlebell press today. Okay.
Grant, let's show us.
So, for the press.
Remember from the last episode we had the clean, so Grant just did the clean.
Just did the clean. So basically, every time you're picking up a bell, you're going to do essentially a clean. We get into the rack position like we talked about before. So the press, basically, all that happens is we start off in this rack position and the bell goes overhead. The key thing is we do not bend our knees. All we're doing is using the power of our kind of upper body to get that bell overhead. So we're pressing it, and there it is. We'll do it another couple of times, then we'll break it down. That's it. Down.
And then can you turn around a little bit so show from this side?
Another way.
So it goes straight up.
Straight up. You see, I'm trying not to bend backwards or anything like that. I'm trying to stay as straight as I can.
If you see here, this is like Grant is using a little bit of that advanced method because he's already kind of standing in the really proper kettlebell sport stance where he kind of leans back a bit, he puts the shoulder on the hip and he kind of relaxes this way, and then this is where he starts from. For you guys, so for someone who's just starting, probably the stance will be like more like this. So you want to be erect, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs, you're not bending, and then you're just trying, as Grant said, just go straight up and down. And then at some point, when you're starting relaxing into it, you can kind of get a little bit more there.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I think one thing Leszek said that really key, keep those glutes tight. Basically, when we're doing a press, you have to be like we're in a plank. Like, that's how tight you should be. And it sounds strange, but the tighter your body is, actually the easier your arm's going to find it to get that bell overhead.
Exactly, and like when I'm pressing something overhead, my thought is going through pressing the floor hard down. So you're not really concentrating on pushing thing up, you're pushing down. Do you do something like this?
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel the more I concentrate on being tight and pressing, it's actually easier.
So it's all about the platform when you have, because you have to, you've got the shoulders, they move, you've got the spine and the hips. If everything moves, you won't be able to do it. So you have to kind of lock it, as Grant said, keep everything super tight, nothing is moving, the platform is steady, and then I can push. And then when you're pushing, just make sure your shoulder, Grant, could you show one?
Here's another factor. For when that bell is overhead, another common thing, we've used a lot of energy to get our bell overhead, so people often, they're like this, they're pressing up like this, and they're getting their shoulder up towards their ear. What you really want to try and do is get that shoulder down. So the arm is straight, the shoulder is down, so we're really using our back muscles to support that bell there. And I can actually stand like this, in this position, for quite a long time without getting too tired because I'm trying to disengage my muscles as much as possible.
And this is probably very good exercise just for press, just being able to stand in this position. At the club a lot of times we just ask people to walk. If you can present that, Grant. They just go around.
We're just walking around like this, concentrating on trying to stay nice and stable, keeping our shoulder down. And I should be able to do this for, I've had this bell overhead for a wee while already. I should be able to stay like this for really quite a decent length of time, and it doesn't actually get too tiring for me.
Okay, nice. Good job.
Down again?
And then let's go. Good job.
One last thing about the overhead actually, we talked about in the last video, getting the bell right against that bone there. So that's when it really comes into place. When I'm holding that bell overhead, if it's right there, I'm not using my hand at all. So it's nice and relaxed, whereas if it was there, I couldn't hold that bell. It would just extend my my wrist far too much. So that's another reason. Keep that bell jammed against that bone there. It'll be far more comfortable.
All right.
When you're doing your lifts.
Good job. It was press. Well done.
Nice.
Boom.